be a general evaluator. I will evaluate everything about the meeting right from the start until the end of the meeting. So at the end of the meeting, I will report on how this meeting conducted and where we can improve so we can learn together. Over to you, Toastmaster Kayum.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator. Now, I would like to invite our table topic master. We call her all the way from Empire Toastmaster, Toastmasters Titin. Toastmaster Titin, are you there?
Yes, thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Kayum. So I'm Titin, your table topic master for today. And my session will be after the prepared speech session with the theme of the meeting and aligned with the theme of table topics session. Today is struggle of equality. And the word of the day is pontificate. So looking forward to have this table topic session with all of you today. Thank you, and back to you, Toastmaster Kayum.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Titin. Now, I would like to have our R counter and word of the day counter as well for today, Toastmasters Angga. Toastmasters Angga, are you there?
Yes, I'm there.
And with that, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Kayum. Okay, guys, today I will take a role taker as a counter. And the purpose of the counter is to note words and sound that use a cross or pause filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for obvious words included and, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sound including and are. I will also note when a speaker repeats a word or phrase such as I, or this mean, this mean. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used this expression. Thank you. Back to Toastmaster Kayum.
Thank you, Toastmasters Angga. Now, without this person, we are going to be a little bit more overtime later on. I would like to invite our timer, Toastmasters Putra, to explain his role for today as the timer. Toastmasters Putra, are you there?
Hi there, thank you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Kayum. So everybody, currently you cannot see my face and you see the top words here. And then while you are taking a speech, yeah, the second is going. And then I will change the background from green in 4 minutes for the icebreaker speech, or 5 minutes for the speeches, and 2 minutes for evaluation, and 1 minute for table topic session, and also 3 minutes for general evaluators. And then we have a yellow paper or yellow card. And then in this yellow card, we are in 5 minutes for icebreaker speech, 6 minutes for speeches, evaluation 2 minutes and 30 seconds, table topics 1 minute and 30 seconds, and also 4 minutes for the general evaluator. And the end, that is, you need to have a caution of this card. You need to prepare to stop in this red paper, 6 minutes for icebreaker speech, 7 minutes for the speeches, 3 minutes for the evaluation, 2 minutes for the table topic, and 5 minutes for general evaluator. So that's all for me. Thank you for having me. Back to you, Toastmaster Kayu.
Thank you very much, Toastmasters Putra. With that, last but not least, I would like to invite another two, not really that least. I would like to invite our ballot counter, Toastmasters Vikui, to explain her role as well for today. Toastmasters Vikui, are you there?
Hello, Toastmaster Prayum. So I will be your ballot counter, and I will send the link for all of you to vote the best prepared speech, best evaluation, and best table topic. Don't forget to vote your choice, and we will see. We'll see at the end of the meeting in the awarding session. Thank you, Toastmaster Kayum.
All right, thank you, Toastmasters Vikui, for the explanation. Last but not least, without the word of the day for today, without any language evaluator or the language officer, we might not be able to elevate our gameplay for today itself. Now, I would like to invite Toastmasters like Kofu from Toyhan Toastmasters, as well as will be served our grammarian for today. Toastmasters, like, are you ready?
Yes.
And with that, over to you.
Okay, my duty as the grammarian is to observe the proper usage of the English language. I will note down errors such as incorrect grammar, incomplete sentence, inappropriate usage of words, and other common mistakes. I will also note down any beautiful phrase used by our speaker throughout the meeting. And for the word of the day that have been chosen is pontificate. It is a verb. If the past tense, we can use pontificated, and we can use in our speech or pontificating as well. The definition for these words is to speak or express opinion as if you knew everything about it, and as if only your opinion was correct. For example, I think it's not appropriate for non-parents to pontificate on parenting. Example 2, anti-vaxxers pontificates that vaccines do more harm than goods. Try to use these words in your speech later, as this is quite a difficult word. Try to use it, and so it will improve your grammar usage in the future. Back to you, Toastmaster of the meeting, Toastmaster Abdul Qayyum.
Thank you, Toastmasters Lai. Now with that word, I'm triggered because I am not also always correct. At least I can't use the pontificate as well, but it's okay. It's okay. All right, now, ladies and gentlemen, that's my theme, the one who going to elevate our game in the future meeting, and as well as be here with us today. So we have today 4 speakers. We have Toastmasters Shahnas, Toastmasters Ardita, Toastmasters Dita, and as well as Toastmasters Putra. This is our speakers, and these are their fellow evaluators, Toastmasters Arifa, Toastmasters Zulfikar, Toastmasters Radhika, Toastmasters Suharjo Setio. That's the evaluator. And to our first evaluator, we have another evaluator to evaluate them, which is Toastmasters Ready. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without delaying the time, I would like to invite Toastmasters Arifa with her speaker, Toastmaster Shahnas, to the stage. Are both speakers ready?
Yes.
All right, Toastmasters Arifa, would you like to introduce your speakers, and as well as the speakers will directly speak after your briefing?
Okay. So good morning, everyone. Today, the first speaker is Toastmaster Shahnas, and I would like to introduce her. The purpose of her project is for the member to present a speech on any topic, receive feedback, and apply the feedback to a second speech. So this is her second speech. And the purpose of this speech is for the member to demonstrate that he or she has applied the feedback received from his or her first speech. Okay, without further ado, Toastmaster Shahnas, who do I believe in? Who do I believe in? Toastmaster Shahnas.
Good morning, my beautiful comrades. So anyone definitely has a favorite artist, right? So let me tell you mine. Mine is Lin-Manuel Miranda. And what makes me amazed by him is how he's so capable, making his work to be the best musical of all time, which Hamilton. And he has a personality that he's so resilient, and that's why I like him more about him. And yeah, and he trusts in his abilities and his crazy work ideas no matter what anyone says. Even Barack Obama looks down on him. When he still working in his project, Barack Obama said to him, good luck with that, with a weird tone, with an are you kidding me, man tone? What if Lin-Manuel Miranda took those bad opinion to the heart and stopped? He would say, okay, this is wrong. This is going to flop. I'm stopped. He would never receive honor at Kennedy Center alongside with legends, right? How does he do it? I mean, he's not easily bothered by anyone says, and he makes me curiously think, okay, who are the people who looks down on me the most? And the one who looks down on me the most is myself. What a surprise! I remember exactly the contract moment when I'm hardly recovered. So there was a moot court competition, and I really, really want to join. I still remember the desire I had. I or consider about the benefit I could get relations, connections, and new friends from other universities, and a mentor who I could count on in law environment, you name it. And I told my friends about it. They were very supportive, and they even sound excited than I am. So I was on the way to campus. I was on the bus on the way to campus, and out of the blue, there's a doubt in me, and becomes a voice in my head telling me this rude, harsh things to me. She said like this, "You think you can do it? I mean, look at your GPA, honey. It keeps falling down like a waterfall. If you join the competition, you will have no time at home, no time with your family. You will come home late at night, or worse, stay overnight at campus. And apparently, mom will not take it easy. You you are too late to join the competition, and you're old, and you're very stupid. And look at how you communicate. It's whack. And you have terrible panic attack every time you open your mouth in public. So don't. Just stay focused in the studies, or you will be blamed for the losing." And you know what? This is so makes sense. It don't make sense. I mean, okay, fine. I hadn't told my parents about it, and I know my mom had this excessive feeling, excessive eeriness toward her kids, especially me, and it took 2 hours back and forth home and campus, and I and I know when I come home late, when the sky went dark constantly, my mom will give me that annoying looking eyes like neighbors, like I did something nasty or something, and I didn't like it when she does that. And the competition fee, well, it's kind of costly for me, and at the moment I only had half of it. Maybe you ask, why you just ask the money from your parents? Well, I couldn't just ask the money because I will feel bad, and I just didn't want to put more burden on them. So I reconsidered about it. Should I register or not? I mean, I really didn't like it when my family thought I was not caring about them anymore. So I touched down campus. I saw some people waiting in line in the registration form. And you know what I did? I just walked away and using the money to buy an ice cream, eating like a girl who jumped her love of her life and regret it until the registration form closed. A matter of fact, no one against it. No one against it. My friends believe in me. My parents might understand because this is part of my education, right? And I'm not that stupid. All right. And it hurts knowing when one door has been closed by myself. It makes me realize carrying that disheartened voice, having that doubt voice in my head, is dangerous for my life's sake. It's the voice that can pull me down to the core of the earth. If I can tell you, people's opinions, it is worse than people's. It is so much worse than people's opinions in a view of the fact that those are not in my control. What I can control is myself. Because who will? Who if not me, who will? If I not control my voice, well, it is going to lead me to the black hole and my life is gonna ruin. And I don't want that. Therefore, I've been shifting my mindset. If I'm having a harsh voice, do not overreact. Just calm down and try to change it to an uplifting voice. I know it's hard, but trying to use their voice as my impulse, as a sign to do not stop doing what you are doing, honey. Just don't. Keep doing that. So if this harsh voice came up to me like, "Hi girl, you will fail. You will get hate for that." And I will say back to it, "Hi girl. Hi, how are you? Oh, one sec. Oh, I'll show you what I can do." And I promise, I swear to myself, if I want to join another competition, go for it. If I want to learn something new in online workshop or offline or workshop, just go for it. If a hard callback, keep breaking applying. So, my beloved comrades, I remember one line in meditation books. Marcus Aurelius said, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength." I took the point like this. No matter how many encouragements or disencouragement I get from other people, if I don't believe in myself, I'll never get on my way. So who I believe? Myself! Yay! Thanks for coming to my speech.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Shahnaz. As someone who first time to listen to your speech, I know that you are going to be great here with those speeches that you are going to give out in the near future. Now, ladies and gentlemen, let us have a 1 minute of appreciations. Send the chat down box below. Congratulations to boost up Shahna's spirits in order to, for her and everyone else to say, let's do it another round. All right, 1 minute. With that 1 minute, I also want to invite our next speaker, Toastmasters Ardita, with her evaluator, Toastmaster Zulfikar. Okay, Toastmaster Zulfikar, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Am I audible?
All right, yes, you are audible. All right, Toastmaster Zulfikar, I would like you to introduce our speakers today, and as well as that the speakers will directly speak after you're introduced. With that, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kayum. So, good morning, dear fellow Toastmaster and guests. So today, Toastmaster Ardita will deliver her project 2.3, Introduction to Toastmasters Mentoring. The purpose of this project is for the member to clearly define how Toastmasters envisions mentoring, as well as for the member to share some aspects of a previous experience as protege. So let's enjoy the speech from Toastmaster Ardita, amplifying movement with mentorship, Toastmaster Ardita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Zulfikar. Can I pin the timer first? Sorry. Where are you? Okay. Thank you. If you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. Have you ever heard this quote, everyone? For me, it's a yes story. In my mentorship journey, of course. When I was a student back then in 2014, when I heard matriculation for new students, I met many inspirational seniors gave their story on how they start their journey from zero to hero. I was thinking that, did I need to enjoy my 4 years in university expanding my network by joining organizations, or only have a good GPA? I was conscious how to balance that until I found one club which support me to be giving my best version of my life. So until I joined that school, a school that lead me to be an outstanding student in my campus. And I met mentor, her name is Tantia. I was inspired the way she starts everything and strive for the best. And the moment she starts, she ensure to make it done. Hi Ardita, my name is Tantia. She asked me, and the very first moment, she said, so what are your goals? And with those goals, how I can support you reaching those goals? Big question. Do I have a really clear goals? I was started because I don't know whether I have a clear goals or not. For me, I just learned about mentorship. Mentorship is two-way communication. It's not about mentor goal. It's not about mentor goal, but it's about you as mentee or protege. So now I will explain you 3 empowering approach that proteges can practice with their mentors, of course, in order to effectively benefit from mentorship session and to amplify your goals or your progress movement to be a reality. The first one is finding your interest and your curiosity. Finding your interest and stay curious is the one step you need to have, because if you don't have an interest, how can you make it happen, right? I start my journey to find what is my interest and stay curious on how to achieve it. But don't forget, align it with the mentor. And because it's important to see the mentor perspective. For example, Katantia, I want to make balance on my organization, my GPA, how I can make it happen. You don't need to keep in yourself, you need to share with the mentor and see the perspective of the mentor. I remember I had 3 until 5 questions in my back pocket and understanding mentor's background. There was a basic, yet open-minded and allow me to see the mentor's potential that meet my needs. How you compose your morning, what you do, Katantia, and how you can balance organization and your achievement. Those questions is more to kind of what learning you can get from the mentor and implement to yourself. And at that time, I just learning from the mentor because my mentors is always wake up in the morning and she had a neat time and have a clear vision on achieving their dream. So I was impressed on the way she start their day and how she can make it happen. So don't forget, find your interest and stay curious. Talk with yourself. What sparks in you and stay curious on make it happen. As prodigy, we need to be actively find your interest. Remember, if you don't know yourself, you cannot make it happen. So find yourself. Second one, after I found my interest, I found that all the experience when I talk with Katantia lead me to have goals, because the things that I like, the more I found myself better, the more I know what is strong in me and what I can be improved. So Katantia, as a prodigy, I also make a goals. What I need to do in 1 until 4 years and very detailed, and until I break it down into monthly or even bi-weekly in order to ensure what targets in that sticks in my mind is also become a reality, and we can see the output. We can have a goal, but we need to ensure by the output. So goals is like will lead you to find a better you, exactly, because we'll with goals and the technically improvement that you put in monthly and bi-weekly, we can evaluate every week. I give you an example. If I want to become a good speaker, your desire to become a good speaker will become turned into a tangible action if you know the way and the why. For example, joining Toastmasters is one of the choice, because in the Toastmaster, we are delivering the pathway and we need to ensure we finish all the pathway that we start and measures before I start the pathway, and the impact of after we are finishing that, it is totally different. For me, it's work. And Katantia, who was recommended me to join this club. So I think as a prodigy, after we are having an interest, we have a set goals and we have two-way communication with the mentor. The mentor also will lead us to how I can have a right way. So goals and interests are 2 models. Don't forget, I have the last models for you, because all the experience which takes me to the last point is to challenge yourself. I just remember when those distinguished Toastmaster Natalie said to us that you never grow if you are stop learning. So as prodigies, I think it's important for us to keep challenge yourself. Because without challenges, there can no be growth, right? And with the mentor, Challenging yourself becomes even more rewarding as they become a coach. As a protege, you need to ensure what area that you need to be challenged yourself. For example, if you were afraid, so challenge yourself how I can be not afraid again. So the moment you start, the moment you not stopping yourself, the moment you grow yourself by challenging. So having a mentor is important, but the role of being a protege must also be elevated with the significance or balancing. By a protege, you need to be prepared, inquisitive, forward thinking, and to be pushing yourself. And also, don't forget, be curious, having a goal, and challenge yourself. And let's see, the movement amplified yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmasters Ardita. Now, we're going to have another minute to congratulate her, to thank her for her speech today. So fellow Toastmasters, please do it on the chat box down below. And with that, I would like as well. I'm sorry, am I interrupting someone? No? All right, it's okay. I would like to invite our next speaker. All right. Oh, that disturbance really hit me. All right, now I would like to invite Toastmasters Dita and Toastmasters Radhika on the stage with me together. Toastmasters Radhika and Toastmasters Dita, are you ready?
Yes.
All right. With that, I would like to invite Toastmasters Radhika to introduce Toastmasters Data project for today, and with that, directly start the meeting and the speeches. With that, over to you.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Kayum. Good morning, guests and Toastmasters. It takes a great deal of communication skill to do winning negotiations and not to pontificate our own interest, especially if we want to yield intended result. So today, Toastmaster Dita will deliver a speech on how to negotiate to get the best outcome. Before it, let me explain the project objectives. First, for the members to learn about different types of negotiation and the strategies that can be used when negotiating. And the second, for the members to share some aspect of a past and future negotiations in his or her life. So let's pay attention on her speech, negotiate the best outcome. Toastmaster Dita, the screen is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Radhika. Okay, good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and my fellow Toastmasters. Actually, I'm one of the people that believe the problems can arise due to the lack of the communications. And I also believe that all problems can be solved by communications. And one of the most important skills about the communications is negotiation. And I think all of you already know about what is a negotiation is, and you already have your own experience. When I was a child, I was an obedient person, so I obey all the rules, even I'm not uncomfortable about it. And as I grew up, and the needs and the problems that I face become more complex, and these conditions forced me to learn about the negotiations, to learn to communicate better to the other, and to learn to convey what I feel. Actually, what is the negotiation? Negotiation is a dialogue between two persons or more intended to get a beneficial outcomes, and for raising the issue and to solve the conflicts. I think that's the definitions of the negotiations. And negotiation itself can be applied through the global skills until our daily life activities. Since I would like to share to you about my experience, so maybe it will be more related to our daily activities. There are three things that we have to consider when we would like to negotiate. Based on my current reference, the first one is you need to stay focused. In the negotiations, we need to focus to the goals that we would like to achieve, what kind of the issue that we would like to raise up. For example, when I was in the college, I live in the dormitory. And in the dormitory, we have a rules that we have to back to our dorm before 8 p.m. However, at the time when I was college, I usually coming late because I have another activities in the college, so it makes me coming late. So my goals is I would like to negotiate to my supervisors so that I will allow to coming late more than 8 p.m. For negotiating to my supervisor, I prepared some strategies and also the scenarios because I already know about my characteristic of my supervisor. She wouldn't allow me to come back to our dormitory if I don't have any clear reason and consequences. So that's why I try to write down about my reason and then what kind of the consequences about coming late. That's the first one. You have to stay focused to your goals. The next one is using I statement. It's very interesting for using I statement because from using I statement, you have a responsibility for how you feel, how you think, and then how you need. And this statement requires you to understand your needs and preferences. Confidently explain to my supervisors about my feelings, and based on my case, I tell to my supervisor that I clearly state that I have my own activities. I join some organizations and also some community. So that's why I was responsible to do a lot of tasks in the college. So that's why I'm coming late to my dormitory. And I make sure to my supervisors that I'm not only playing with my friends. I do something in the college for the organization itself. And I also rising from my supervisor context, or I think my supervisor preferences. And I say that my supervisors don't be worried about my conditions because about my safety, and the consequences is I will share about my live locations, so she can tracking myself and make sure that I'm safe. And also I provide my partner contact to her so she can make sure that I'm still in the college. And for the consequences, if I'm not come back to my dormitory, the consequences is I will clean all the place in the dormitory in the weekends. So that's my negotiations proposed to my supervisors. And after I conveyed about my feelings, about my conditions, so my supervisor approved that, and the negotiation was successful. That's the second point. So you have to using I statement. So your partners can understand about your conditions. And then the last one is you need to show appreciation. After negotiating, don't forget to say appreciations to the person you are negotiating with, because it's very important to keep a good relations to her or to your partner. Thank you for the time, for always understanding you and always listening about your issue. So to summarize, there are three things you need to remember when you are negotiating. The first one, you need to focus to your goals. And then the second one, using I statement, so people can understand about your conditions. And the last one, don't forget to show your appreciations. That's all from me. And the last one, I do believe that most of the things in the world are negotiable. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Kayum.
Thank you, Toastmasters Dita. Now, I would like to share what happened this morning. All right, so everyone, today the topic for my fellow friends is about having a partner in your life. can we use negotiation skill or your current negotiation skill to get a partner for your life? And with that, I would like to know your answer in the chat box down below. I know who knows. Maybe there is going to be a good partner. Maybe we negotiate until it happens, until at the end of the day, and we say like, "I'm yours. Yes, I will." And with that, Toastmasters, I would like to invite our first speaker for today. And our first speaker for today is Toastmasters Putra. And Toastmasters Putra evaluator is Toastmasters Suharjo Setio. With 1 minute of appreciation moment, I would like to invite those two to the stage with me today. Is Toastmasters Putra and Toastmasters Suharjo there?
Good morning, everybody.
All right, now we have Toastmasters Suharjo. Who will be the timer to replace Toastmasters Putra for a moment? Our GE?
Yeah, I can help.
Okay, Toastmasters Dita will help with the timer. Toastmasters Putra, you can pin the timer. Toastmasters Dita. Toastmasters Suharjo, would you like to explain Toastmasters Putra project and as well as start the speech? Thank you very much.
No, I don't want to. No, just kidding. Okay, good morning, everybody. It's a great morning, and we are so fortunate to be here to listen to all of the great speeches. And one of the speech, I believe, later on will be delivered by our member Toastmaster Angelino Putra, who will deliver from his speech project, Successful Collaboration. And the purpose of this project is for Toastmaster Angelino Putra to be introduced to or to review strategies for working in a collaborative group and to share some aspect of his experience practicing collaboration with a small team. And his speech title will be 1 + 1 = 3, 4, 5, and so on. And the speech will be 5 to 7 minutes. So let us all welcome our Toastmaster Angelino Putra with a speech title 1 + 1 = 3, 4, 5, and so on. My math teacher will not gonna be like not gonna like this one. Okay, go ahead.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suharjo Setio. So how about collaboration? In previous time, Toastmaster Kayum say, how about negotiation to make your life partner? So I wonder if we have a collaboration too with our future partner, it will be great. So we will combine the negotiation and collaboration. Okay, before we combine that, I would love to share my screen. Are you see what I see? Oh, wait. Are you see what I see? Okay, for you that is coming from the science tech study background, please type "oh no" in the chat box. Please type "oh no." You will see why you will say "oh no." I'm waiting. 7. Oh no, we have Arif Purba. Mr. Kayum, okay, also, okay. I will choose the first one. That is our timer. Our timer say, oh no. Why you say, oh no? Okay, please turn on your mic. I would like to asking you.
Yes.
If you have, wondering this, if you have a chance to modify this mathematical formulation, how can it is possible to make 1 + 1 becoming 3, 4, 5, and so on? You can modify it as like you want. Yeah, tell me.
I don't know how to modify it actually. 1 + 1.
Please. Just modify it,
3.
everything.
1 plus n plus 1.
1 plus n plus, oh yeah, you put n right. Okay, that's a line for us.
1 plus n multiply 1 equals, I don't know.
Okay. I know that you're trying to add something to this equation.
Yes.
And that is how, ladies and gentlemen, how can this 1 plus 1 or 1 plus 1 or plus 1 or anything can become more than it must be? Let me show you. So, guys, I want to introduce to my team partner around these 2 or 3 months when I become a VPPR. This is the VPPR team. We have me, the people or the person who won, or there must be T, won a lot things. And I also having our Miss President who is persistent. Hello, Mbak Ardita. Okay, and then we always have Mrs. Rani, which is, she was easygoing and very helpful on our team. So guys, we having these 3 ultimate team on our VPPR member, VPPR, let me say VPPR team. And then if we are saying that 1 plus 1 and plus 1, we can get 3, but there is not always become 3. It can be 4 and it can be 5, it can be 6. So how can, when me, Mrs. President and Mrs. Co-VPPR added a value and become 4 and 5? This is how the collaboration works. We come from different background. We come from different patient and different history. Mrs. President in previous time is a VPPR itself, and our co-VPPR has her own background too, and also me. And when we are added all of this value, all of this background, we can make the team running. So guys, the goal of the VPPR team is become an ambassador of our club and maintaining the publication with the persistency from our president. It will be great. It will be just running smoothly. And I also want to add a lot of things. I don't want to say that I'm a creative one, but it's a low-key way to say that I want a lot of things. And I make some product of publication. And also our Bareni, Mrs. Kofi are helping us so much, and every direction is clearly executed and it is helping us so much. So everybody, how can what the VPPR team get? We have the 3 characteristics that we are already seeing in the previous slide. But according to the Toastmaster handbook said that at least there are 3 benefits of having the collaboration. First, we can accomplish more. It's easy. It's very easy for us in 3 because when I just working on it just by 1 person, I just can do it with 1 characteristic. I'm very bad on the persistency, but now we have 2%, 3%, and we can accomplish more. So it's easy. And next, we have a high level of innovation. Making a level of innovation, making a new innovation is a new thing. It's a different thing, way beyond the equation. Like Mrs. Dita said, Dita said that we added a variable. We add n in the equation. So the new characteristic is coming on our team. That is the adaptive teams. No one from us having those special characteristic, but 3 of us working together, combining together, and we have an adaptive team. Because what in this time that Division 87 have a strict rules that make us need to make in line with the publication rules. And then after this adaptive teams arrange, we can solve the problem. We can stick to the rule. We can make a publication, and we can still creative to make a publication too. So, and the third one is achieve more satisfaction. So, ladies and gentlemen, don't be a zombie of your work, of your event, of your responsibility. By adding a collaboration, you can be more beyond your zombie of job desk or deadline, but you can add it more life to your work because you add one new value, one new characteristic that distinguishes you from your current activity. Thank you, everybody. That's all for me. Back to you, our Tom.
Thank you, Putra. I can see a lot of good things and new things from your slide today, and as well as learning a new words. Modificate, guys. Modificate is a word, but it's another day for us to learn what is modificate. If you guys want to know about it, Google it, and I just Google it, and I can assure you that's a real word. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have finished our 4 speakers marathon for today. And that indicates my session are at the end of it. After the general evaluations, I'm going to work again, I guess. And with that, fellow Toastmasters Putra, I don't forget you. I would like to have 1 minute of appreciation. Put anything down chat box below, saying whatever to Toastmasters Putra if you guys want. So I will let our Toastmasters Titin to get ready for a while. Yeah, by the way, I would like to say our speakers today have all of them very great one. I did not regret to come here and listen to each one of it. And I gained something, that's to be honest. Right? With that, Toastmasters Titin, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, Toastmaster Kayum. Thank you.
And with that, everyone, release your beast on answering table topics today. Toastmasters Titin, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kayum. So good morning, fellow Toastmasters and esteemed guests. I'm Titin, your table topic master for this morning. And we are about to start the most awaited session for today, for this meeting. So why table topic is fun? Because we learn impromptu speaking, and table topic session helps the participants to quickly organize and express the thoughts in impromptu setting. And I will give you one statement or one question, and you will answer it in 1 until 2.5 minutes without any prior preparation. The timing is minimum 1 minute and maximum is 2.5 minutes. So by the second minute, the timer will give you the red card and you can prepare to wrap up your speech in less than 30 seconds. Please pin the timer. And the WOD, the word of the day today is pontificate. So is everybody ready for this? Can I have your thumb if you are ready? Thank you for the first participant who would like to volunteer. Is there any volunteer for the first participant today? Let me ask, how about Toastmaster Fikwi? Let us have a Toastmaster first, and later we can have a guest to join this table topic session. May I ask a Toastmaster Fikwi, would you like to try?
Hello, Toastmaster Titin.
Okay. So any volunteer for the first participant for the table topic session this morning? How about our grammarian Toastmaster Lai? Would you like to try? Thank you. So the first statement, men are equal. It is not by birth, but virtue that makes them different. And the word of the day today is pontificate. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Lai.
Titin, can you repeat again the topics?
Yes, the question is here on the virtual background that I use right now. Men are equal. It is not birth, but virtue that makes them different. And I will type it as well in the chat box.
Okay. I believe people are on the same level, the same level of playing field in a game. It doesn't matter if you are man or female. We all share the same thoughts. The only difference we can see is how our body looks. Men have something, women have something. You have something, we don't have something, you don't have. But people share what they know with each other. We learn from each other, talk to each other. This is what we call communication. Just like in Toastmaster. Like I have been a Toastmaster for only 2 years, but I have great opportunity to learn from different people, from the more vast experience, like Suharjo. Even Toastmaster Kayum has more experience and has spent more time in Toastmaster than me. But our knowledge is different, but we share the knowledge together. Sharing makes us improve, makes us want to go further, learning to be a better, not just a speaker or communicator, but how we as a person can give back to the society. Learn from each other. There is no hierarchy order in a learning stage. If you are willing to learn, there is no boundaries. That's my share on my thoughts on this table topic. Back to you, Titin.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Lai. Yes, I agree. We can learn a lot from others. We can learn from fellow Toastmasters. And there is no hierarchy. We can learn from anyone, no boundaries. Yes. Okay. And for the next one, is there any volunteer for the second participant for the table topics session today?
May I try?
Yes, sure, Toastmaster Hanif. So for the second question, in most parts of the world, when a girl is born, her wings are clipped. She is not able to fly. So the theme for today is struggle of equality, and the word of the day is pontificate. I repeat again the statement. In most parts of the world, when a girl is born, her wings are clipped. She's not able to fly. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Hanif.
So, ladies and gentlemen, when you are a girl, do you think you cannot do anything in this world? Well, some of you might say, no, I can get higher education. I can get a good job, and I can get whatever I want. So, ladies and gentlemen, when the girl born into the world, I believe they have pair of the wings that really beautiful, that makes them really special. Why? Because I believe girls or boy have the same right to achieve anything in this world. So when I see this statement about the wings that are clipped, well, I believe it's not the case. The only case that the girl cannot do anything or whatever they want is because of their mindset. They think they cannot. They think that they are limited because they are a girl. So ladies and gentlemen, if you are a girl, don't forget, you have the same chance to get everything you want. So don't be afraid and pursue the better future. Back to you, Table Topic Masters.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Hanif. Yes, thank you for your enlightenment about the importance of having the correct mindset so that we can achieve our dreams, whether they are a female or male. Yes, I agree to your opinion. Thank you. And for the third one, is there any volunteer for the third participant for the table topic session today?
I believe Toastmaster Arif maybe can try. My fellow faculty friends. Come on, Toastmaster Arif.
I still shy, but I will
No
try.
worries.
It's okay, I will try.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arif. So for the third question, poverty can teach lessons that privilege cannot. Poverty can teach lessons that privilege cannot. Word of the day is pontificate. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Arif.
Basically, we are faced with two things: our response and the circumstance. Sometimes we have poverty, and sometimes we have privilege, and sometimes we are not. How our response is defined what next, how we to be going to. In some cases, a privilege become a booster to achieve our goals. But in some circumstance, the privilege become the obstacle or the constraint to achieve our goals. And the poverty, if the poverty take lesson, it will be okay, but it's depend on our perspective how to treatment the privilege and the poverty. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster to be Pak Arif. Okay, so thank you for your interesting opinion to tell the privilege and the poverty around. The privilege can be a problem for us, while poverty can be a blessing for us to turn our condition from a bad one to a better one. Yes, thank you for your opinion. For the next one, the fourth participant, may I ask how about Toastmaster Kendrick?
We have Toastmasters ready.
Toastmaster Redika, yes. Okay. Yeah. Toastmaster Redika, for the next question.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Redika. And this is your next question. Justice is open to everyone in the same way as the Ritz Hotel. Justice is open to everyone in the same way as the Ritz Hotel. And word of the day is pontificate. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Redika.
Okay, thank you for the statement. Justice is open to everyone in the same way as the Ritz Hotel. In Indonesia, especially, justice itself is actually accessible to everyone. Only in its application, it's somehow only happens it to some privileged few, while from the other unprivileged ones can really have the kind of justice. So yeah, it's everyone actually deserve justice itself, but unfortunately, not everyone can have an equal justice due to some reasons that's too long for me to break down at the moment. But then again, as a future leader ourselves, we need to work on it. So each of us will have an equal before the law. So everyone will have the same justice, regardless of social status, regardless of occupations or stuff. We can make it work out that everyone can make justice accessible, and I believe we can do it without pontificate our notion. So yeah, because as our team itself about equality, regardless of gender itself, we need to work hand in hand. I mean, to make it come into realizations, the notions of justice, so everyone can benefit from it. From those who are in the privilege, they can help those who are less privileged, for example. So yeah, we can make the world a better place by then. So back to Toastmasters of the meeting. Toastmasters, yeah, table topic masters, I mean Toastmaster 15.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rebecca. Yes, I agree. And thank you for your soothing comment of yours that justice should be available for everyone, regardless of their status. And from your opinion, yes, we can make the world a better place by applying justice. So thank you. And for the next one, let me check from the chat box. Is there any volunteer for our fifth participant for the table topics session this morning? While I'm preparing for the next question.
Toastmaster Shahnas, I challenge you.
Toastmaster Shahnas?
Okay, I try.
Thank you. So this is your statement, whether you agree or disagree. If you want something, say it as a man. If you want something done as a woman. By Margaret Thatcher. Word of the day, pontificate.
Please give me 30 seconds.
Sure. I will type it as well in the chat box.
Okay. I don't know if this relevant or what or not, but I'll try. We want something said as a woman. Man, wait. I kind of blank here. Sorry. If you want something, I think I'll pass. I think I'll pass.
Okay, sure. No
I
problem.
kind of lost here. Sorry.
No problem, Toastmaster Shanas. Would love to have you as the table topic participant for the next meeting. And for this question, is there any volunteer? You may agree or disagree to this statement. If you want something, say it as a man. If you want something done as a woman. Yes, sure. Toastmaster Putra. Yes, the screen is yours.
I will be a timer of myself. Then try. Thank you, Toastmaster today. This topic is very related. If you want something said as a man, or in more detailed way, we can say if you want something said just as Putra. Why? Because it's hard for me to make something done, really effectively, perfectly done. I just want to add in some feature here and there while I'm processing some jobs, I mean. But in the pontificate way, I would say that it is just a spectrum of a person. It's just a spectrum of people. We cannot make a generalization within a man or woman. We also know that maybe you already know about the MBTI theory, that we have a 16 categorization that is also can be shifting each other. So if you are an ENFP, you can say that you will always become that person. So it's a very generalization way to say that man just can say it and woman can done everything perfectly, and also woman can done the beautiful say it, and man also can make an effective job done. So it's depend on a person, depend of the spectrum of, it's a very rich spectrum on society. That's all from me. Thank you, Toastmaster Titi.
Thank you very much for your wonderful opinion, Toastmaster Putra. Let me ask first, can we have maybe one or two more participants for the table topics?
Actually, we have, because of the time limitations, we have to move to the next sessions. But actually, I want to ask our president, can we allow for one more participant, or?
Yes. Of course, I think soon to be Toastmaster Romy will like to join our table topic. Hi, Toastmaster Romy.
Yes, how about soon to be Toastmaster Romy? Would you like to try? So this will be your statement, and you can express your opinion whether you agree or disagree. The question is here on my virtual background. We have begun to raise daughters more like sons, but few have the courage to raise our sons more like our daughters.
Okay.
Yes.
So I just give my opinion about this statement, about this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, please
So,
give the opinion. Thank you.
I tend to agree with the statement, because from my observation in our country, Indonesia especially, I believe that we raise our daughters to be more tough. We raise her or many daughters to be independently, not like our previous generation, that a woman should be dependent to the man. But in our generation and next, I believe we raise our daughters like our sons. Yes, I agree. Then also I think that we still raise our sons the same with the methods that been taught by our previous generation, because I think yeah, a portion of people raise now the son with some girly, or I could say that some skill to be that previously to be acquired by the woman, like cooking, like housekeeping, and something like maybe a little more subtle, like empathy. But I believe the portion is still not enough. So we just raise our sons like our previous generation, I think. That's my opinion.
Thank you very much. Soon to be Toastmaster Romy, our guest for this meeting. As the time for table topics is limited, so now it's time to close the session, table topic session now. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts, your opinions. We appreciate it very much for all the table topics participants. And we managed to have 6 table topics participants for this meeting. We have Toastmaster Lai, Toastmaster Hanif, Toastmaster Arif, Toastmaster Redika, Toastmaster Putra, and Toastmaster Orges Romy. So for that, may I have the timers report to inform us about the timing of the table topic participants. Thank you. Let me check from the chat box. Okay, yes. So we can vote for our favorite table topic participants. And for that, I will return the control back to the Toastmaster Kayum. The screen is yours, Toastmaster Kayum.
Thank you, Table Topic Master. With that, I would like to say that we already end our session, whereby we release the beast on talking about impromptu session, impromptu things in our mind. So for today, a pornificate, I would say, really being well done by our table topic masters into relate it, man and woman are equal. We are no different. We are physically different. We have a different in terms of virtue. We can do different things, like men do this specific things, women do this specific kind of things. Yes, but in the end of the day, we all are equal. Now, probably believe that someone's going to say like, Kayum, is Kayum going to sing? I would say like, nah, I'm not going to do that, my fellow Toastmasters and guys. I will not going to entertain you with my bad voice, I would say. Now, with that, having to encourage me to sing at the end of the day, we will have an evaluation session, which is to evaluate our today's speeches, our today's sessions, and elevate them into the near future meeting. To soon to be Toastmasters from me, welcome on board with me, and as well as with all my friends here. We are all the people who are clapping to other people's, I would say, when everybody ends the speeches. With that, Toastmasters Hanif, are you ready?
Beyond ready.
All right, with that, everyone, Toastmasters Hanif, General Evaluator for today. Toastmasters Hanif, over to you.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Please give a round of applause for us. Thank you very much for standing here with me until the evaluation session. So I'm Hanif. I will be your general evaluation. The first is we will listen to an individual speaker evaluation. So without further ado, please help me welcome Toastmaster Arifa, who will evaluate Toastmaster Shahnas. Toastmaster Arifa, the floor is yours.
Thank you, GE. Who do you believe in? Toastmaster Shahnas today made us think again about the notion of believing in ourselves. I really love how she uses her personal story in order to get the message across to all of us. Because in public speaking, we have to be creative in order to audiences to understand our message. And using personal story is a very smart way to do it. The second one, I really love how she uses body gestures and her emotions in order to bring the speech come to life. For example, when she decided to determine and she decided to just go for it, she would clench her fist and make a gesture to indicate that she was really believing in herself, and that encouraged all of us in order to also believe in ourselves. And what I love the most about Shahnas is her comfort level during her speech. She conveyed a very smooth speech from the beginning to the end without any hesitation. She succeeded in this, and it inspired me to also do the same for my next speech. And in terms of room for improvement, I would suggest one thing for her, that is to do a simulation before doing the real meeting, to use the same device with the same position in order to make sure that there will be no technical issues. Because in my part, when she delivered her speech, I kind of lost in some words and some part of speech, because the sound is a bit unclear. So I would recommend her to do this so that in the future there will be no problem and the whole speech will be delivered to us in a very delicate and successful manner. All in all, I really love her speech, how she uses her personal story, her body gestures, and her comfort level. And she also reminds us to always believe in ourselves. So that's all for me. Back to you, G.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Arifa. Please give a round of applause for Toastmaster Arifa, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so for those guys who doesn't really understand about the evaluation session, so basically the evaluation session is 2 until 3 minutes evaluation for the prepared speaker. So we can learn together from each of the evaluation on how we can deliver better in public speaking. So I will call for the second evaluator, which is Toastmaster Zulfikar, who will evaluate Toastmaster Ardita. Toastmaster Zulfikar, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanif. Dear fellow Toastmaster and guests, do you know that through mentorship, you can amplify your movements through 3 steps. The first one is finding your interests. With your mentors, you can find your interests, you can stay curious, you can ask her or him, stay curious with your mentor. And then the second one is you can have your own goals. You can break down your tangible goals. What's your goals for next week, next month, next year? You can break down the goals with your mentor. And then the third one is to challenge yourself. Keep challenge yourself through mentorship. Those 3 points are the things that we can learn from the speech from Ardita. I think that's really good. That's really a good speech. The first thing that I think is really good that you get your checklist ticked, that you share your previous experience, that how you met your mentor. Your mentor is Kak Tantia, and also you envision your mentoring, that mentorship could amplify your movement. The second one that I think it's really great that you delivered your speech very calm, really clear, without any disturbance through the online speak, that sometimes no problem on your Zoom speech. And then I think it's enjoyable. It's really good, really calmful and enjoyable. The third one is that you broke down the big idea about the amplifying movement, not just a fake idea, but you broke down the points into 3 points. And I think it's really good. That's clear idea. And then, however, that's something we can make that your speech getting better. I think you also notice that it's about the time management. You finish your speech in 7 minutes and 55 seconds. I think that's already passing the red alert from this the timer. That I think it could be better. How it can be better, of course, through practice. I think you can better by practicing your speech once, 2 times, or 3 times. You can get better, so you can make your times of your speech getting more efficient by time. I think overall your speech from Toastmaster Ardita is really good. I learned from you that how we can get something from mentorship, that we can amplify our movement, we can get our idea, our objectives getting stronger through mentorship. Thank you. Back to you, Toastmaster Hanif.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Zulfikar. Please give a round of applause for Toastmaster Zulfikar, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, listening to the evaluation by Toastmaster Zulfikar, I remember about the bucket list, about traveling bucket list, about the goal bucket list. Yeah, everything goes on bucket list, basically. Okay, so we will move to the third speaker, which is Toastmaster Redika, who will evaluate Toastmaster Dita. Toastmaster Redika, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Hanif. Dearest guests, Toastmasters, and particularly Toastmaster Dita, who just delivered an insightful speech without pontificating it. Congratulations. I was enlightened by Toastmaster Dita's speech today to become an adept negotiator. I think we are all agree that she is a deep and insightful person when it comes to negotiation, right? From her speech alone, it gives me a beneficial and practical insight on how to negotiate to yield result next time. I guess everyone agree with this, right, as well. But there are two things that I noticed are exceptional from her delivery today. First, enlightening introduction, and second, well-organized speech. Let me further explain those 3 points in detail. First, enlightening introduction. I guess we all noticed that TM Dita explained to us the definitions of negotiation, what it is by negotiating, to make it clear to all of us. That's so mindful of her before she went further with her speech, so we can, yeah, we know that we are all on the same page first. She as well used actual experience on negotiating back then and her own experiences to make it relatable, and so we felt connected personally to her speech. And second one, well-organized speech. I especially love how organized her speech was. Her speech has 3 major: opening, body, closing, that helps us understand her speech better. It clearly defined types of negotiations as well, like the 3 core parts: to stay focused on goals, using statement, and use appreciations. She keep on mentioning it at the end of the part as well, so it lingered on our mind that these 3 things are important. And things that she needs to improve this time: less meaning she has improved a lot from her previous performance, as I noticed. Still keep on practicing, so you will sound even more polished. And I believe if you keep on tracking on this use of you will no longer utter any in your coming speeches. And future, I would love to see Toastmaster Dita to explain more of her facial expressions. For example, try to give emphasis on your important points. Say, there are 3 important things that I would love to say about negotiating. So let me go to the first one. So you can use it. You can put the extra emphasis on your facial expressions, so the audiences will feel more curious to know about your speech further. But all in all, Toastmaster Dita successfully meets the project objectives to negotiate to get the best outcome with well-constructed speech. She nailed it big time. Congratulations again to Toastmaster Dita, and as her closing of her speech, the word is negotiable. Back to General Evaluator, Toastmaster Hanif.
All right, I'm muted. Okay. Thank you very much, Toastmaster Redika, for your evaluation. Please give a round of applause for Toastmaster Redika. Ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Okay, the next. We will listen to my friend's evaluation, which is distinguished Toastmaster Suharjo Setio. My friends. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, distinguished Toastmaster Suharjo Setio. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much for the time. Okay, today, like I said, it was such a great speech that we have listened to a lot of speakers, and and I'm fortunate to be able to give evaluation to one of the great speakers that we have today, Toastmaster Putra. Okay, so what I can hear when I look at Toastmaster Putra's speech, I really like the energy that he brought out throughout his speech. His enthusiasm and his positive vibes that you can listen to when he was talking, it can influence the audience, especially me. It can influence me to find out what is the speech is all about. That's a very great way to engage with the audience. That's what one thing that I really like. The second thing that I like also is he was able to use his experience in collaborating with his club officers and his fellow club officers. What I mean, his fellow club officers during this project, he can share how in this collaborative with his with the club officers, he was able to learn that everything can be achieved when you are collaborating with all of the club officers. Perhaps that is what the 1 + 1 is equal to 3, 4, and 5 means. And for that, it's very great. The positive vibe, the energy that Toastmaster Putra gave out throughout the speech, I think it is a little bit affecting his performance. And in my humble opinion, I think there are some way to make the speech or the presentation even better is just to, because maybe Toastmaster Putra really get used to giving speech in offline setting, but in this online meeting, when we move too much, our hand gesture moving too much, it will become a little bit blurry. You can sense the high energy level, but in the in this kind of a online setting, look at my hand, it's a bit blurry, right? So my suggestion is just move your hands a little bit slower, Toastmaster Putra, so the audience can see you, can see your hand gesture better. Another second thing is your body language as well. When you stand, I really suggest that you can stand looking at the camera straight forward, like what I'm doing right now. So the audience can feel that you are talking to them instead of you're looking to the left, looking to the screen, and it will feel a little bit disconnected to me as an audience. I was like, are you talking to me? You know, those kind of feelings, that's what I got. And also, because you are standing, I think it is quite unpurposely that you do standing like this. We're moving back and forth too much. I know I don't think you realize it, but it is what happening. We are moving back and forth. So there's a lot of energy in your scene, and that will take away the message of your speech. In my opinion, another suggestion for you is from me is before you do the presentations, double check all your presentation slides, like your grammar and your wordings, because I can notice some of the wordings have erroneous text, typo. I know that you are not purposely doing that, so I think it's better for us to double check our presentation slides before we present it, to make us look more professionals in the future. Okay, I believe that is all from me. I hope I can hear some more of your great speeches in the near future, Toastmaster Putra. Give it back to you, General Evaluator.
Okay, thank you very much, Distinguished Toastmaster Joe, for your evaluation. Please give a round of applause for Distinguished Toastmaster Joe. All righty. Okay, so the next we will have the evaluation section because Toastmaster Reni will evaluate Toastmaster Arifa as an evaluator. Okay, Toastmaster Reni, are you ready?
Yes, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Toastmaster Reni. Toastmaster Reni, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you. That's very excellent job, Toastmaster Arifa, for your first evaluation project. So I have some elements that I like from your evaluation in my notes. So first, I think you have delivered an engaging and constructive evaluation of the another member's speech, which is Tem Shanas, with your clarity evaluation without being pontificate. So you have given a constructive feedback with some details and also an applicable input that in my opinion, it is very easy to understand by the speaker. And then the second one, I really like your comfort level. I think you appear fully at ease with the audience so that you can give the evaluation comfortably and smoothly with the nice body gesture so that we, as the audience, we become interested and pay attention to your evaluation session. And then the third one, I think you have arranged a compelling and well-constructed evaluation. You started it with the encouragement for Toastmaster Shanas, and then furthermore, you give some factors that you love from the speech. And then you follow it with some matters that the speaker may want to work on to improve on her speech in the future. But if I can give a little bit assistance for your next evaluation session, I think you can give a summary of the evaluation in the end of the evaluation. So it is in order to remind the audience and also the speaker, and also emphasize more which the important point that you have said before. But in overall, Toastmaster Arifa has fulfilled her first evaluation project with the satisfaction results. Good for you, girl. Thank you. It is for me. Thank you. I back to you, GE.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Reni, for your nice evaluation. I always love this session because I can learn from each other in this session. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the end of the individual evaluation. Now, this is time for you to vote for the best evaluator. Timer. Are every evaluator are eligible to be voted?
Yes, Mr. GE, every evaluator is eligible.
All right, thank you very much. Ballot counter, can you share the link for us to vote for the best evaluator?
Sure. Okay, wait a second. I will send the link. Okay.
Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, the voting link already there in the chat box. You can click and vote for your most favorite evaluator. Okay, I will vote first. All right, I already vote. Okay, so we will move to the second evaluation session, which is the general evaluation. And in this general evaluation, we will listen to several role takers, several rangers who will deliver their report. The first, I would like to invite NW Audi Counter. My friends, Toastmaster Angga. Toastmaster Angga, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Hanif. Wow, okay, good. Today we have a great speaker, yeah, and with interest topic. And congratulations to Toastmaster Putra that you have using one WOD. Yeah. And I would like to set screen. Wait. Okay. Can you hear it? My screen is
okay.
Okay.
Oh, that's visible, yeah.
Okay. Today we have a speaker, Toastmaster Sanas uses two words, or word fillers, and Toastmaster Dita repeats three words I, and Toastmaster Putra using word filler. And for table topic speaker, Toastmaster Arif using two words, filler, and Toastmaster Putra using one WOD, and guest Toastmaster Romi using two repeated words and long password. Yes, enough. This all.
Okay, thank you very much, Toastmaster Angga, for your report as a WOD, and WOD counter. So, ladies and gentlemen, please give a round of applause for the nice and impressive presentation from Toastmaster Angga. I always love how Toastmaster Angga deliver his report. Okay, the next is Toastmaster Lai as a grammarian. Toastmaster Lai, are you ready?
Yes.
All right, Toastmaster Lai, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, General Evaluator, Toastmaster Hanif. Yes, my report is the grammarian. There's a few correction grammar mistake I noted down. Here are the correction or suggestion for you to take note. Number one is taking a speech. We don't take the speech. We present or we deliver a speech in the settings. I show what I can do. It's not, this word is not called truly complete. You just to input some missing words. I am gonna show what I can do, or in the future tense, I will show what I can do. Finding your interest is correct. We can just find your interest in the settings. Delivering a pathway there are some missing words. Delivering a speech from the pathway program. Number 4, to learn about negotiating. Because we are talking to face-to-face, to learn about negotiate. I usually coming late. This is a past tense. I usually came late from the slide, science tech. For the beautiful phrase that I've noted down is, if I don't believe in myself, I won't get on my way, by Toastmaster Shanas. And don't be afraid and pursue a better future, by Toastmaster Hanif. And for the word of the day, I also noted that Toastmaster Reni and Toastmaster Redika has used it as well. That's my report as the grammarian. Back to you, GE, Toastmaster Hanif.
All right, thank you very much, Toastmaster Lai, for your report as a grammarian. Now, I will give my report as a general evaluation, as general evaluator. The first is I witnessed that virtual room meeting open on time. This is really good. And the second, guest and member welcome upon arrival. We have a lot of guests here and also the members, and all of them are warmly welcomed by our executive committee. And the third, guests informed about the Toastmaster and meeting agenda. I think this can be our room for improvement, because the guests need to have the meeting agenda so they can have the time expectation for their schedule, right? And then the next is presiding officer prepared and organized. Yes, I believe, because we already prepare for this meeting a week before today. So all the plan and all the preparation is already happened. Meeting start on time and go as per agenda. I believe this can be our room for improvement, because we are late like 10 minutes waiting for role takers. And then the next is role takers and speakers come on time. I witnessed all our speaker and evaluation on time, but for the role takers, maybe we can work on this better. And then the next is role taker properly introduce their roles. Absolutely. Because we are witnessing all the role takers explain their roles. Next, Toastmaster feel all role takers prior for the meeting. Yes, because we are preparing this meeting 1 week before. So all the role takers already filled like on Thursday or Friday. And then the Toastmaster of the meeting introduce and explain the meeting themes. Yes, because Toastmaster Kayum explain about today's themes and try to, elaborate the themes for us, so we can get the full picture about the theme for today. And the last, word of the day properly introduced. Well, I cannot say our word of the day today is easy, but I witnessed that some of some of the speakers try to express their speech by delivering this WOD. So that's all about my report. Once again, I want to congratulate all the speakers, whether the prepared speakers and the table topic speakers and the evaluators, for your dedication for today. I want all of you to unmute yourself and please give a round of applause for our speaker for today. Thank you very much, the speakers. You are amazingly amazing. And also I want to congratulate the role takers. Toastmaster Kayum all the way from Malaysia, Toastmaster Lai all the way from Malaysia, and all of you all the way from all over Indonesia. I want to congratulate all of you who came here today. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we will move to the next session, which is awarding session. And this awarding session will be led by none other than our ballot counter, amazingly amazing ballot counter in the sky. I see her in the sky right now. Toastmaster Fikwi. Toastmaster Fikwi, the floor is yours.
Okay, thank you, Toastmaster Hani. Let me share my screen first. My screen are below. Okay, hello everyone, welcome to the wording session. So I want to say that welcome to everyone who has until staying here until the end of the meeting, and we are going to a wording session. So without further ado, let's here. Toastmaster Shahnas! Yay! Toastmaster Shahnas! Congratulations! To become speaker for today. We are going to the next. It's for the best table topic speaker, and the best table topic speaker group. Toastmaster Hani with the orange behind her here. Okay. Congratulations, Toastmaster Hani.
Thank you.
Okay, next is the best evaluator. Best evaluator goes to English Toastmaster Suharjo. Yay! Congratulations for all the winners. Hope see you again in the next meeting, and can't wait to see the next video for next week. Back to you, General Evaluator, Master Hani.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster Fikui. I really love this wording session because we can celebrate it together. Okay, so I believe this is the end of our meeting. So I will give the control back to our Tom. Okay, our Tom, Toastmaster Kayum.
Thank you very much, General Evaluator, for covering me for a while. I have something over there that's happening. I believe that's why I bring you all out there. Because yes, my father just arrived home. All right, everyone. So, all right, we have something to be done here by everyone. But before we go, I would like to have Toastmasters Dita to take a screenshot of happy people in Universitas Indonesia before we go to the another business in Toastmasters. All right, Toastmasters Dita, are you ready?
Thank you, Toastmaster Kayum. All right, everyone, please open your camera. And I will screenshot for today's meeting.
Sharnas, we can't see you fully. Sharnas. Yeah. Oh, now you are visibly clear.
Where is Toastmaster Zulfikar?
All right, another one MIA as well.
Toastmaster Reni, soon to be Toastmaster Kendrick, Yus Radoni, Arvina. Would you like to open your camera? Okay.
Arvina will
I think, yeah, we will continue. All right. So 1, 2, 3, and cheese. All right. Thank you, everyone. Back to you, Toastmaster Kayum.
All right. Thank you, everyone. Thank you also to Toastmasters Dita for the pictures. Thank you for coming in Universitas Indonesia, and as well as patiently wait for 10 minutes for me to connect with the connection of the internet here is not very well. Yeah. All right. Thank you for having me as the Toastmasters of the meeting, and I would say I would happily to join again, but in order for me to be here as early as I can is to remind me the link of the meeting, because I just get the meeting link from Toastmasters Hanif, which is literally this morning. Yeah. So perhaps.
No way.
Yes.
Okay.
Because I see a lot of different people. I believe this is what UE always do. They they split the task into a small people, so like everyone are doing everything in Toastmasters, and which is very good. The only thing that make sure one person do the small task for everyone. Let's say, for example, I can see from Toastmasters Hanif spreading around the meeting agenda, and as well as again as well from Toastmasters Live, which is the PIC for today's meeting is Toastmasters Shahnaz, whereby the one who asked me to be the Tom for today is Toastmasters Gyava. So a lot of name, a lot of people, a lot of things we need to remember. So perhaps we can centralize that into a smaller part so that everyone can know, oh, Toastmasters Shahnaz is supposed to be distributing the link, and Toastmasters Gyava is supposed to be the one that finding the role takers and so on. And with that, that's my generous evaluations. To all speakers, if you want to have my evaluations as well, ping me up, say, hey, Kayum, would you like to be my evaluators? I would like to be, and do as best as evaluators can be to all of the speakers today. Because in Toastmasters, we elevate each other to be another leaders. And to all who come for my last night's speech as well, thank you very much, because that's mean a lot to me, because that's a last speech for me in the Toastmasters, in the strategic pathway relationship. And see you guys again in another pathway for presentation mastery. So guys who are in the same pathway with me right now, do follow me up and we do it together. Thank you, Hanif, soon to be distinguished Toastmasters Kayum. Yes, I will be there, and see you guys too. With that, I would like to pass our session to Toastmasters Dita, because she have another documentation for our meeting today. Toastmasters Dita, over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kayum. Yeah, I think I will over to our president, Toastmaster Ardita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Dita and Toastmaster Kayum, for such great teamwork today, for your input as well, for your cares, because we have done these meetings today. Thank you so much. And before we start, sorry, I want to start again. Before we close this meeting, I would like to call upon our guest, Toastmaster Romi, let's say, for the first one, and I will call upon Toastmaster Ari for the second one. I will start with Toastmaster Romi now. Toastmaster Romi is on hospital, so everyone please pray for Toastmaster Romi. So he will be getting sooner. Could you please explain how you're feeling, Toastmaster Romi, after this meeting?
Sorry, Toastmaster Ardita, what should I do?
Could you please tell me how your feelings by joining our club today? Is there any thought that you could share to us?
Okay. Actually, maybe I should share how I know Toastmasters. So, for 33 years of my life, I ever watched only Toastmaster session in YouTube. I think that was a speech delivered by Muhammad Kotani, The Power of Words, if I'm not mistaken. And this is the second time I know about Toastmasters. So actually, I got an email from Hanif in my student email. I am now pursuing master degree, and I got email from Hanif. And actually, I forgot about the session because there is no reminder in my phone, and I come just very late. I'm sorry for the joining very late, but once I come into the session, I got the positive vibes for all of you. And it's a nice thing to have this community. And thank you for the very warm welcome and very positive feedback from each all of you. It's a good community. Thank you.
So hope our meeting can be an immune booster for you, yeah. So you are still keep happy, keep happy.
Thank you.
And we are welcoming you for the next session. It is in Saturday at 10 a.m. So if you want to join again, just contact Hanif or contact Hanif for the link. But the link is the same. So you just click at Saturday, as in Saturdays at 10 a.m. Thank you, Toastmaster. Romy get Alson next time. And we have Toastmaster, soon to be Toastmaster Arif. Hi, soon to be Toastmaster Arif. How did you feel joining us today?
Okay, I'm so happy to be part of yours for this morning. This is my first for joining Toastmaster in Universitas Indonesia, and the first is last night at SCBD. I saw Hanif. If I'm not mistaken, this one is electric engineering. We was in same class, but I don't know who is he gitu. Yeah, who was he gitu. And then while the breakout room in SCBD Toastmaster, they encouraged me to visit another club. Oh, if I remember that we has SCB Toastmaster too, and then why I don't try? And thank you. I would like to appreciate for your warm welcoming me and accept me as a newbie. Thank you very much. I hope I can commit with this SCB UE Toastmaster. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Arif. Actually, it's the best time to get back to Universitas Indonesia. Toastmaster Club, yeah. If the time suits you and the vibes also suits to you, we are welcoming you to be a part of our family in Universitas Indonesia Toastmaster Club. So we are happy as well for you because you're joining our session in table topic session, and we are more happy if you can join us in another session like a speech and evaluate as joining as an evaluator in the next session. Okay, thank you so much, Toastmaster Arif. We move to Toastmaster Arfina or Arfina. Hi, Arfina, are you there?
Hi, hello.
Hello. Hi, Arfina. We are seeing you today. I hope you can have fruitful knowledge and insight here. And how we would like to ask, how did you feel joining us in today's meeting, Arfina?
First of all, I'm sorry that I can't open my camera since I'm not very prepared today. And then for the second, I think I know this Toastmaster from my friend Hanif, and it is actually my third time to join this event. And every time I join this event, I see a lot of impressive people. Their speech is very impressive. And I think I want to be like them someday, but maybe not today. And yeah, I think I will learn a lot from this Toastmaster gathering. I can exercise my English as well and everything. That's all.
Hey, thank you, Toastmaster Arvina. So you want to know more? We also have YouTube channel in the past session or last session. If you want to know more, you can click on our YouTube. Yeah. We had a 3 session here. So the 3 session preparing speech, impromptu speech, and evaluator session is actually 3 different purpose. So maybe after that we can have a chit chat so I can tell you in more details on how we can improve our skills by joining sessions in Toastmasters. Okay, Toastmasters. Thank you so much. Yes, one last guest. There is Toastmaster Yusra. Hi, Toastmaster Yusra. Hi, Toastmaster Yusra Doni. Can you unmute yourself, please? Okay, maybe Toastmaster Yusra will give his feedback in the next session, it's okay. We are waiting for you. And yes, our meetings is coming to the end, and we are happy for this meeting. Actually, we had a lot of insightful knowledge and insightful spirit from the guests and also visiting Toastmasters. And by knocking my pantry 3 times, meaning that we can close this meeting and we can have enjoyed our lunch. In Malaysia, it's already 1 p.m. right? Sorry for taking your lunch time, but it's okay. We closed it by knocking my pen 3 times. Yay, the meeting is closed. Thank you so much for your contribution today, and we are looking forward to you in our next meeting, Saturday at 10 a.m. See you, everyone.
See you, everyone.
Thank you. See you,
Bye-bye.
everyone.
See you.
Thank you everyone.
Thank
Maaf
you.
baru datang.
To
Thank you.
Toastmasters Putra and Toastmasters Dita. You guys still here?
Ardita.
Yes.
Ardita.
Hadir.
Yes.
Dita, you here, Toastmasters Putra?
Diam dulu. For this term. Ini dikurangin dulu, ini kasihan deh gue.